Hello students, welcome to history class. Myself Mrs. Swati Prashant Hazare from Gokhale Education Society's HL High School English Medium, Ozhar Township, Nashik. Today we are going to learn history. History of Standard 9th from Maharashtra State Board English Medium syllabus. Chapter number 4, Economic Development. We are going to study India's economic policy in this chapter that includes a study of the mixed economy 5-year plans and their successes and failures, nationalization of banks, 20-point program, mill workers, strike, and especially the new economic policy of 1991. First one, mixed economy. Intercommunication about the kind of economy we would adopt after independence started much before India got independence because some countries had adopted capitalization, for example, US and European countries, while some had adopted socialism, for example, USSR and China. Each type of economy had its own advantages. So we will study mixed economy. In capitalist system, means of production are privately owned, and in socialist system, means of production are owned by the state. Rather than taking recourse to capitalist system and the socialist system, India under the leadership of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru adopted the middle path of mixed economy for economic development. A mixed economy works both in the private and the public sector. In order to achieve economic development of modern India, we gave preference to a model of mixed economy, as well as many developing countries also adopted mixed economy to achieve economic development of their countries. Number 3, mixed economy has public sector, private sector and joint sector. Public sector is under the control and management of the government. Private sector industries are owned by private industrialists and work under supervision and control of the government. So mixed economy consisted of public sector, private sector and joint sector. First, we will see public sector. These industries are completely under control and managed by government. For example, HL, Ordnance Factory, Indian Oil and refineries, National Thermal Power Plant, these all are covered under public sector. Basic aim of all these is to generate employment and development of the country. Profit is completely shared only by government. Private sector, we will see about the private sector. These industries are owned by private industrialists. Government supervise and control them. For example, automobile industries where government governs the pollution norms, road safety norms by RTO of the manufactured vehicles by private sectors. Also same is done with industries of pesticides, medicines, food products, etc. Means government sets guideline about percentage of content of pest in the pesticides, also cost of medicines, ban of medicines, availability of medicine is completely controlled by government. Same way, food products has to publish its expiry date, preservation ingredients and are controlled by Food Safety Department of India. Number 4, there is joint ownership of the government and private industrialists in the joint sector. For example, state transport, that is ST bus, is owned by public and private sectors. Also, Indian Airlines, BSNL are joint sectors, means owned by public and private sectors. Mixed economy aims at maximization of production and social welfare. This system tries to bring together the good aspects of both the capitalist and the socialist systems. It cannot ignore the profit motive, entrepreneurship, discipline, and time bound planning. Mixed economy gives priority to national interest. Emphasis is on long term development. Large scale industries require huge capital investment, and private sector industrialists are not keen to make investment. Therefore, the government takes up these activities. See, national interest means upliftment of lifestyle of citizens of the country. It is overall development of the country. Industries like defense, scientific research, education, roads, railways, waterways, seaports, airport development require huge investments and have delayed returns. So, the private industrialists were less interested in initial stages of independence, but recently have taken active participation in this field of industries. So, India adopted mixed economy model and 5-year plans for its development in 1973. Industrial policy was made to speed up the development. Number 8, the industrial policy resolution proposed to increase the speed of industrialization, and priority was given to check influence of the industrial houses and foreign industries. Number 2, remove regional imbalances, development of small scale and cottage industries, and paying more attention to the cooperative sector. Means priority was given to heavy industries like HL, NTPC, that means the National Thermal Power Plant, Port Trust of India, oil refineries, etc. Industrial families like Tata, Godrej, Birlas, etc. Foreign industries, forest industries also create a balanced regional development. Also, government paid attention towards small scale industries, cottage industries, and cooperative sectors. Now, we will see 5-year plans and development according to its periods. 5-year plans. India was influenced by Russia, and so we also have accepted 5-year plan from Russia. These 5-year plans were developed, executed, and monitored by Planning Commission till 2014 and by Niti Aayog till date, with Prime Minister as its ex officio chairman. See, number 1, the colonial power had exploited India economically. The country faced severe problems like poverty, unemployment, population growth, low standard of living, low productivity of agriculture and industries, and backwardness in the fields of knowledge, science, and technology. The colonial power had exploited India. So, planning was essential to solve these problems. Next, Planning Commission was established in 1950 under the chairmanship of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. It formulates 5-year plans that include rural and agricultural development, balanced industrialization, provision for a minimum standard of living, and economic development consistent with democratic ideas. Importance is given to people's participation and in the formation and implementation of the 5-year plans. General principle of planning is the proportionate distribution of the resources and the appropriate use of the human resources to fulfill the needs of the people. So, fundamental principles of planning. A general principle of the planning is the proportionate distribution of the resources of a country and the appropriate use of the human resources to fulfill the needs of the people. Now, goals of 5-year plans. Number 1, increase in national income. For example, increase in tax revenues from income resources like export, import, etc., or manufacturing also. Number 2, rapid industrialization with focus on basic industries. For example, like transport, oil refineries, defense, etc. Increase in agricultural production to achieve self-sufficiency in the production of food grains. In order to face famine, also become self-reliant in food grain productions. Means planning. Planning in order to face famine. Number 4, use of human resource by increasing employment opportunities. It also focused on individual development of a citizen, developing their standard of living. Removal of, just now we have seen number 4. Number 5, removal of disparity means inequality in income, earning and wealth. For example, for equal employment, reservations brought into existence according to caste and economical imbalance. Next. Number 5 is over. Number 6, price stability. For example, easy affordability of essential goods like milk, medicines, grains, housing, etc. Population control by adopting family planning. That means incentives were given for family planning to the concerned family. Number 8, eradication of poverty and improvement in the standard of living of people, making availability of employment and boosting self-employment, that is business, industries, etc. Develop social service. For example, social welfare like celebrations of festivals like Ganpati, Navratri, Eid, etc. Also maintaining cleanliness and reducing health related issues like drainage system, making available post offices for communication, developing government hospitals, police stations for security purpose. Number 10, make economy self-sufficient, which is a major step towards self-reliant nation by focusing on less imports and increasing exports. Now next, 5-year plans. First 5-year plan. Initially, first 5-year plan consisted of priority to agriculture. See, first 5-year plan, its period was 1951 to 1957. Its main objective was planned economic development. Number 1, agriculture, irrigation, flood control. For this, agriculture was introduced in education and research for increase in agricultural products. For example, graduation and post graduation was introduced, and research on seeds for mass production began. Also, irrigation was brought into existence to support agriculture by building dams, reservoirs, canals across the rivers, which made water available around the year. Also, it helped in control of floods, and the rainwater which was wasted by flowing into the sea was also prevented. Number 2, sources of energy, heavy industries and minerals. Also, various sources of energy were taken for development for production of electricity that was required for development of various industries. Sources like hydroelectricity, thermal electricity, solar were taken on priority. Heavy industries were launched by meeting essential needs of the country. Like NTPC means National Thermal Power Plant, BHEL, were made for electricity generations, while HL ordnance factories were for defense, while seaports were made for import export facilities. Also, mining of coal and various minerals were taken on priority. Number 3, transport and communication. These were the other objectives of the first 5-year plan. Internal routes were developed for transportation and facilities. Railway tracks and railways were taken to develop fast and better transportation. Also, post offices were started in almost all small and big towns of the country to facilitate communication. Number 4, education and health. Government schools were started in order to bring knowledge to the countrymen and uplift their social status. For example, blind faiths were eradicated or means removed from the society. Civil hospitals were taken on priorities to take care of health of the citizens. Number 5, rural small industries. Rural small industries were boosted to facilitate employment in rural India. Now we will see second 5-year plan. Its period was 1956 to 1961. Its main objective was industrialization. Number 1, see, first 5-year plan had made possible few of the basic needs for the development of the country. In the same way, further priorities for development were introduced in second 5-year plan. In addition or in continuation of first 5-year plan, see number 1, iron and steel industries, Durgapur, Bhilai and Rourkela. So then industrialization was taken on priority for development of infrastructure and various industrial products. Iron and steel were needed on priority. So iron and steel industries were started at Durgapur, Bhilai and Rourkela, which consisted of public as well as private sectors. Second one is chemical fertilizer at Sindri. Also, in order to boost agriculture production, fertilizers were needed on priority, so chemical fertilizers factory was started at Sindri. See, for self-sufficiency, railway engine factory was started at Chittaranjan. These all development Chittaranjan. Next, rail bogies, Perambur, shipbuilding factory, Vishakhapatnam, huge dams, Bakranangal, Damodar. Means these all development help India in reducing imports and exports. Its to improve its poverty. So that means all these development help India in reducing imports and improve its poverty. Also those boosted employment countrywide and lakhs of people were employed in these industries, leading to individual development of the citizens. Number 3, third 5-year plan. The period was 1961 to 1966. Balance in industries and agriculture was the main objective. Continuing with first two 5-year plans, third 5-year plan was introduced in 1961. It focused on balance in industries and agriculture, increase in national income. This helped in gains of taxes contributing to national economy. Also exports were boosted, benefiting in foreign exchange of currency. Number 2, development of transport, mineral industry. Further, the transport was developed by building new roads in rural India. Also, mineral industries were taken on development, like coal mines and crude oil refineries for availability of various fuels. Number 3, alleviation of poverty and creation of employment opportunity. This all further boosted employment throughout the country that created increase in buying power of citizens and increase in market demands, and hence per capita income of our country was raised. Money was available to roll down throughout the market that created favorable conditions and economy. Now, annual plans. Number 4, we will see here 3 1-year plans. This was one of the 3-year plan as country faced period of famine, invasion by China, war with Pakistan, focus on defense instead of development, stress on Indian economy. Means due to this, productivity was sidelined and had lost its focus from this experience. In order to avoid further repetition of crisis, defense industry was taken on priority. This ultimately had stress on Indian economy. Also, agriculture developments were planned by introducing hybrid seeds that had mass production ability of seeds and also had a good resistance to destruction due to pest. Next, fourth 5-year plan. Its period was 1969 to 1974. Development of basic industries, socialistic pattern of society. Number 1, increase speed of economic development. India should become self-reliant. Nationalization of 14 banks. The plan consisted of increasing speed of economic development, that is achieving stability and progressive achievement of self-reliance by improving industrial productivity. Garibi Hatao slogan was given in 1971 as a part of plan. Also production of food grains was increased. But Indo-Pakistan war, liberation of Bangladesh, refugees, famines, Asian oil crisis spoiled or marred the objectives of the 4th-year plan. Next, 5th 5-year plan, the period 1974 to 1979. It focused further on developing economy and making India self-sufficient in poverty. Its aim was making India economically self-sufficient by alleviating poverty, means removing poverty. Number one, increase in national income and large-scale employment, availability of nutritious food, drinking water, and medical treatment in rural areas. Water filtration plants, pipelines, civil hospitals were further developed. Next, availability of electricity, means of communication, implementation of welfare schemes on a wide scale. Increase in electric generation plants was made, also increase in telephone exchange, post office in rural areas was made. Development of agriculture, public distribution system, new agriculture, fertilizer plants were started and hybrid seeds production was increased and made available easily. That was the fifth 5-year plan. Next, in 1977, Janata Party came to power and started ruling plan. However, in 1980, the Congress came back to power and started 5-year plan again. In 1977 general elections, the Congress party was defeated. The Janata Party came to power. The new government ended the fifth plan towards the end of March 1978 and started the rolling plan from April 1978. But it failed. In 1980, general elections were held for Lok Sabha. The Congress party came to power and the Congress government closed the system of the rolling plan and again started planning like before. Next, number 7, sixth 5-year plan. Its period was 1980 to 1985. Alleviation of poverty and employment. To increase the growth rate of economy, reduce poverty and unemployment. Unemployment in rural area was taken for development and for which Jawahar Rozgar Yojana was introduced for upliftment of rural area. Number 2, shape and implement population policy, adopt small family norm to keep population policy under control. Family planning was introduced to keep families small and control overall population of the country. Intensives were given to the families adopting those who will adopt family planning. Also, rural housing development schemes were introduced. Incentives for digging of new tube wells, increase in irrigations was done focusing on overall rural development. Next, 7th 5-year plan. The period 1985 to 1990 and the main objective was stress on food, employment generation and productivity. Development, first one, development, modernization, self-reliance, social justice. And second one, improving technique of production to achieve increase in national income of 5% per annum. 7th 5-year plan. Atomization, robotics were introduced for technique development of production, resulting in increasing profitability. Agriculture markets were made available. Improved fertilizers were introduced. Also, agriculture exports were boosted. Animal husbandry was motivated. These rural developments resulted in increase in food grain production and national income increased by 5% per annum, and increase because of that increase in food grain production. Next, eighth 5-year plan, its period was 1992 to 97. Importance to private sector, liberalization, adoption of free market policy. Here, 1991, we are going to study further separately. Now here we are going to learn about 8th 5-year plan. By then, India had adopted free market policy where private sector was boosted. Free market was made available throughout the world. For example, information technology industries developed in India, resulting in country's economy. Imports and exports were made liberal and India was booned by this policy. Number 2, population control through family planning, remove illiteracy by expansion of primary education. Free education to all in government schools was given and overall standard of living was improved drastically. Last one, 9th 5-year plan. The period was 1997 to 2002. Focus and agriculture and rural development. Increase rate of growth of economy. Number 2, healthy competition in infrastructure sector. And third, give new direction to industrial policy for foreign investment. Here, to control rural migration towards cities, industries and markets were developed in rural India. So this was about 9th 5-year plan. So students, today we have learnt about types of economy and 5-year plans. From first 5-year plan to 9th 5-year plan. In the next part, we will proceed with nationalization of banks. Okay, thank you so much.